Welcome back to the Nexus Gaming Series. I am Bahamut, your caster. On the left-hand side, we're going to be having Modo Miracle, and on the right, we're going to be having Adults with Jobs. This is a Division A matchup. We're going to be finding out here who will be taking this series, and or if we're actually going to be having a one-to-one. The last series we just had was a nail-biter back and forth between the members of Missed My E and...
Host connection detected.
Oh, Mega Man fan,
feed
thank you.
now.
Thank you so much for that, host. Welcome, everyone, from what... I had to burp the moment that happened. I'm so sorry. Welcome. Is this East or West? I do believe this is West. They don't specify. That's something... Ooh, I should bring that up. Let me make a note of that. East/West in team up. That's a really good idea, actually. Thank you for that. CH Smop. Smop? I'm saying something wrong on that one. But thank you so much for that suggestion. I do believe it is... I was talking about teams and they were saying they've got West and East players. Adults with Jobs and Modo Miracle. I want to say this is West. We'll find out. I'll find out some way, somehow. But either way, let me at least get you caught up with the map picks and bans. The coin flip was won by Adults with Jobs. They went with map picks, so they banned out Braxis Holdout. Dragonshire was then taken away by the members of Modo Miracle. First map was chosen by Adults with Jobs, which is going to be Volskaya Foundry, and game number 2 will be Infernal Shrines, chosen by Modo Miracle. And that is currently... How often do you pick? Oh, no, probably like every couple days. Like maybe every like 4 to 5. I'd say like once a week, actually. I'm adding more and more days, and I'm just realizing I'm like, yeah, it's about once a week. Like I'll shave my head like on like a Sunday or a Monday, something like that. But all right, we have a Diablo band out on the side of Modo Miracle. We also have an Asmodan being taken away. On the right-hand side, we're going to be having a Genji and a Rainer. It's pretty standard bans. We actually have the Alexstrasza first pick here. They really want to have that pressure with the Dragon form, as well as the Lifebinder, potentially. Oh, never mind. Sorry, I'm seeing a bunch of chats. I'm just like, wait, is this for me? No, we're good. But going into that, this first pick here, they've got a lot of options. They can really go for... I don't hate the Phoenix, but they're going to go ahead and grab the old man first with the Joanna. It's a strong start. This is actually, I would say this is kind of like a tried and true start to a draft, because you're grabbing your support, you're grabbing your tank. You're not really showing too much of your draft, but that is going to be a Yrel coming through with a Muradin. And Yrel still being considered fairly strong in the solo lane. Not a lot of people are really sure how to go into it. I'm hearing Malthael and Greymane, and I would love to see the revival of Greymane in the solo lane. I think he offers quite a bit into teams. And solo lanes, he's just obviously fallen off in priority because of the way that the game has been played a little bit more along that burst line. But with Yrel being kind of put in here, it really slows things down. I should be talking about bans, but... they're going to be going ahead and taking out that Greymane, and actually they don't want the enemy team to have it themselves. There's a lot of dive coming out from the members of Modo Miracle. They have the Yrel who can dive in, as well as the Muradin. The mobility, even in as an escape too, is huge. So taking out that Greymane is great for them. Also, the ability to solo camps is just a great added pressure to have. Now the thing is, ban-wise, they haven't shown much of their drafts, so realistically they're just going to have to try and ban something that's strong for the map. This is a point control map, so things like Phoenix is pretty powerful, and so they're going to go ahead and ban out the Phoenix. I was also going to say it's not too popular. I'm trying to like adjust in my chair, and it's not working out. There we go. It's not too popular, but we often see a Junkrat on a map like this. The repositional factor that you can get from them is extremely powerful. So I like that for a team here, and we'll see if that actually can come out. But at this point, we'll have the Jaina and the Cassia being picked up. So a lot of blinds coming out from the members of Adults with Jobs. They do not want to allow them to get any auto attacks off. And realistically, they're not insanely auto attack centric at this point. We'll have to see what their damage is going to be. They've currently got the Yrel for the solo lane, Alexstrasza Muradin as their main tank, main support. I wouldn't hate something like a Thrall here. And then if they want to go divey, I think they honestly can continue into like a Malthael. I don't think they have anything to deny. Ooh. Okay, Hanzo poke damage. I really like that. Granted, yeah, I guess actually the Malthael wouldn't be the best. I was just thinking last rights targets. You've got Cassia and Deckard Cain. There's really no way for them to stop that from killing them. But I really like the Hanzo providing vision. The poke damage will be really powerful. Leeming with the resets will just be insanely beneficial, especially with poking onto these areas. It will be powerful. But I like this. In response to the Yrel, as well as all the damage and the poking that's going to come out, they're like, all right, let's just go and get an Artanis and we'll just swap the crap out of you. And you won't be able to do too much about it, really. Alright, sorry, I'm just like skimming through names really quickly. Alright, cool. Nothing too out of the ordinary. And just once again, One Mega Man Fan, thank you so much for that host. Actually, that raid. Welcome everyone from One Mega Man Fan's stream. This is the first game in this best of 2 series between these two teams. Let's get into this. Game 1 on Volskaya Foundry. Between the two teams, I don't really know who I give it over to. I love the draft from the members of Modo Miracle, but at the same time, the point control and the damage output, and as well as just a little bit of the control that their composition offers, really like Adults with Jobs. We'll just have to see who can play it out stronger. I think that's really going to be the big question is who can outplay the other. Does Alex have Cleanse? No. I don't think she has any sort of cleanse. Because like Malfurion technically doesn't have cleanse either. He's got like his version of it, because it basically like his version doesn't counter Chromie. Like you can't get rid of it. Doesn't grant unstoppable if I'm not mistaken. But we'll have to look into that later. Either way, let's go ahead and get into this game number 1 between these two teams. On the left hand side, we will be having Modo Miracle with Marad going to be on the Hanzo. Sir Sean Sheep going to be on the Alex Straza, Ghost Dunk going to be on the Muradin, Arik going to be on the Li Ming, and rounding it out with Zombie Chris on the Urel. On the right-hand side, spinning around their core, we are going to be having Adults with Jobs, and they definitely, Adults with Jobs are going to be doing this. We have I Just Fizzled going to be on the Artanis, Retrofunk going to be on the Cassia, Nat's going to be on the Deckard Kane, Mirmaduk going to be on the Joanna, and Randy going to be on that Jaina. All 5 members going into this mid lane, and let's get going into this game number 1 as Hanzo will provide some friendly vision. Gonna make sure that they say, all right, well, let's not step too far forward. I Just Fizzed is looking for that swap and definitely gonna be trying to get some backline picks with that. There's gonna be one that's gonna go out, and Zombie Chris is gonna deny it right away. They get a lockdown onto onto 3 members here, and a lot of damage coming out from Randy. Hanzo gonna have to leap over the wall with just a couple hundred health, but Cassie will confirm first kill of the game going over the members of Adults with Jobs. And now, we begin the rotations. Solo lanes are going to be going and splitting off into their own thing. Zombie Chris getting some knockbacks here. Going to get chased out by by Randy, and I Just Fizzed here. Not going to get a kill, but I just go into top lane and see Li Ming getting a reset, and they even it up. They clap back early in this game under 1 minute and say, you know what, you take one of ours, we take one of yours. And so Li Ming will go ahead and confirm that kill on the side of Modo Miracle. 1-to-1 in kills. Rotations are going to be coming out between this mid and top. I really like this play so far, but we actually have this camp going to be grabbed by Arik, and sure. Oh man, Sean. We're just gonna say Sean because I can't do this triple S. I'm gonna be just my mouth is just gonna be not able to make that noise, or that pronounce that name. Currently though, in bottom lane, we're gonna have Zombie Chris going into I Just Fizzed, who will be rotating off to go ahead and grab this camp, and it was a little obvious that they were going there. So Zombie Chris is gonna be trying to actually bother them. Retrofunk going to be coming to this bottom lane to get the clear on that wave. And Zombie Chris not sure what to do here. Rest of the team, they're rotating. This is really bad for them. Potentially going to get the out. Oh, but they don't get over the wall in time. They will have the speed boost from that. Retrofunk going to be chasing. Oh, boy. Meanwhile, all that's happening. Support camp is going to be grabbed by the rest of the team on Modo Miracle. So they will have this healing pulse for the first objective, which will be popping up here in the next minute. Meanwhile, all that's happening, we currently have just 4s achieved for the members of Modo Miracle. Gonna continue to just have soak between these lanes. And they're just gonna play this really safe. I like the start of this, just well calculated. They got a couple kills here and there, some clackbacks to each other, but no real disadvantages here, as we do have a little bit of a brawl breaking out. Ghost Dunk gonna anchor for the team, make sure that they do get out of there just fine. Overall, playing it safe, gonna be able to get out of there just fine, just dandy actually. I Just Fizzed is going to be working their way into Zombie Chris a little bit. Knockback going to be going to deny the dash there, and Zombie Chris is falling a little bit low here. I Just Fizzed not stepping too far up. Going to go ahead and get the Holy Avenger. Meanwhile, though, simultaneous camps are going to be grabbed on the top left and top right, as I do them completely opposite. But the Sean will go ahead and finish this out with Arik going to get Hearth back and get full mana and health before this objective. Bottom lane, A little bit of a contest between these two. Shielding going to come out from I Just Fizz. Going to work their way into Zombie Chris. Going to get the swap out. If they can get the stagger death before, this will be huge, and that will be a kill for the members of Modo Miracle. Great pickup for them here right before this objective. Ghost Dunk going to try and get the initial capture here, so it at least denies them any sort of pressure onto this, and they haven't stepped up. We still have I Just Fizzed in that bottom lane. Retrofunk taking a full Li Ming orb to the face there. Myrmidon stepping up, going to go ahead and get the channel onto this. They're going to deny that, sitting at 31% for the members of Modo Miracle. Adults Jobs will go ahead, continue to just... Well, actually, we'll start to soak this up. Top lane, going to crash together. Randy going to rotate up here just to get a little bit of an advantage, but they will see that rotation coming out. Should see them rotate right onto this map and onto this point, and you see that, but Myrmidon won't leave. They want to contest this, continue to get the damage, or excuse me, the channeling time, and that is going to be a root, not going to be connecting, or excuse me, just onto one. Healing Pulse has come out from Sean. And at this point, they're just poking this back and forth. Still holding it over. Cassie will go ahead and just burn down this turret, but the thing is they trade out their Jane at the same time. Urel is going to go ahead and get the kill onto them. They're continuing to get this channel, though. That's the thing. Jaina 10 seconds on that death timer. They haven't stepped off the point just yet. I Just Fizz is going to just get that dash out. Knockback from Zombie Chris, but they will be rooted at this time. Looking a little bit low. Cassie is stepping up a little bit here. Jaina has come back, but they stagger a death with their Joanna, and that looks like they're going to have to give this over, sitting at 98%. Unfortunately, I don't know if Joanna will be able to get back in time. Top lane, though, they did get a little bit of value being able to push that up a little bit, but sevens were achieved a little bit quicker for the members of Modo Miracle, as Adults with Jobs are going to be kind of recuperating what they can. I Just Fizz is going to get the clear in this bottom lane. They want to step up on this point, but Myrmidon isn't back yet. Joanna's just spawned. They need to rotate in still, and they're just going to sit on this point. They're going to contest it, and that's the best that they can do. They don't want to stagger a death before Joanna gets here. Zombie Chris already going to go ahead and get set up with that channel. Gonna get the knockback onto I Just Fizz right into the wall, but there's a lot of damage coming out on to Zombie Chris. Gonna go ahead and get the healing pulse from the Alex Strauza, who has popped the dragon form. Zombie Chris so low here. They get the kill onto Myrmidon. That's a big pick for the members of Modo Miracle here, but the thing is they're so low they really can't survive on this point. Sean is trying to do their best in that dragon form. That will be ending at this time. Continuing to get poke damage out from Randy, but they're falling just under a couple hundred health. They get the Hanzo pick here, and that's a good play for them. They don't have resets for the Li Ming just yet. Alex Strauza going to be falling as well. Zombie Chris not looking too good. The swap does connect just on the last pixel, and Zombie Chris looking so low. Arik is continuing to poke this out. I Just Fizzed will be a little bit low here. Gonna pop into... Oh my god, Li Ming is going to go ahead and stop it. I Just Fizzed is not in a good spot. Gonna get the shielding from the Triglove, and just under 100 health gets out of there just fine. They will pick this first Triglove up on the side of Adults with Jobs, and now this is what we typically see. Mid lane gate going to be going down. Maybe they go for the well, but typically we see a hard rotation to that top lane to make sure they take down that gate as well as the well. And the reason they do that is because of the fact that the second objective will be in top lane. Taking down this well in top lane denies so much for the opposing team on objective B. It's a lot like Dragonshire. Ooh, goodbye, Urel. Ouch. Sorry. Just the animation of her just keep flinging across the map and just getting smooshed. But all right, so on Dragonshire, we often see a lot of plays into the top lane and the bottom lane to take out the wells, because of the fact that sustaining over these point control objectives is really important to have your extra little burst of mana and healing. Ghost Dunk a little, not too far forward here, but they're actually going to pop out of the Punisher at this time. They had Nats dropping down healing potions the entire time, so once they fell out of there, they were able to just heal right back up. Ghost Dunk going to get a little combo from Randy, but no kills. 10's achieved on the side of Adults with Jobs. They will be going for that ball. Lightning stale while listen. Joanna's still holding. Artan's going to go for the purification, not purification. Oh my god. It's something Pulse. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank. Ever since Phoenix came out, I've struggled with this. Oh boy, I have to look. Suppression Pulse. I don't know why, but like, once Phoenix came out, I just started like struggling with this one. Stay a while and listening to come out and connect onto 3 members here. Swap not good. It's actually going to be connecting onto Li Ming, and they're looking for Arik here. They have a fight breaking out. Ball Lightning going to connect onto a couple of members. The slow will come out as well. Depression Pulse going to be knocking a couple of members, or just putting them in the blind. Murden actually going to be the first one to fall here. The Lifebinder came out as well. Wasn't going to be enough, I do think, as the swap does not connect on Mara. That would have been a dead Hanzo, but that one pick was huge for them, as the next objective should be popping up fairly soon in this top lane. Though Murden will be back in time just for that defense, so they shouldn't have to worry about that too much here. Overall, though, between these two lanes, I gotta say, between all these lanes. Excuse me. I'm looking around the map and I'm just like, they're playing this so aggressive on the side of Adults with Jobs. Yo, Cody Kraz, thank you so much for the raid, my friend. Welcome everyone from his stream. Hope you had a great stream, my friend, and welcome everyone to the Nexus Gaming Series. This is a Division A matchup between Modo Miracle and Adults with Jobs. And I'm sorry, I'm peeking around the map as well as just trying to welcome everyone at the same time. But we currently have the first objective going over in favor for the members of Adults with Jobs. They'll hearth back here, get a little bit full, and prep themselves for the next objective. Randy going to go ahead and continue to get that soak out. About a level difference is starting to form between these two teams, and that 13 talent tier might be achieved before this objective. We'll have to see. I called that way too soon. Objective B. Oh, we're going to get a DC from one of the members. Unfortunately, am I the only one who can unpause? We'll find out here in just a second. 3, 2, 3. All right, we're gonna go ahead and at least just pull up the stats here and everything. We'll hang out for a quick second. I'll just resend this. Oh, need to alt tab first. Cody Kraz,
Host
thank you so
detected.
much for that raid.
Routing hollow feed now.
I'm a movie star. But thank you so much for that that raid. That is so awesome of you to bring your friends here. Hope you all had a good time on that stream, but we're just going to be waiting. We had a DC from the Alexstrasza. Okay, they're back. Ready? Let's pull this back into the caster mode. It didn't break it! I was so worried. I was so worried that was just going to break the game. Whew, there's currently a bug that if I literally type into, if I type at all, it will crash the game. And so I was like, will unpausing it do it? Let's find out. That would have been a smart thing to test earlier, but we're good. Test completed. At least we do know that refs can unpause the game. That's actually really good to know. I'm excited about that. It's the little things. All right, anyways, let's get back into this game as we are currently going to be having the next Triglaw Protector popping up in a second here. 13s are on the members of Adults with Jobs on the precipice of their 13s here, so looking just to get that, soak this safely, make sure that they are prepped for this next lane. We do actually have the Cassia and Artanis pushing in this bottom lane. Zombie Chris, a little damage there. But we have a bit of a brawl breaking out in this top lane. Randy taking a bunch of damage. The Hanzo will not connect with that arrow. Ghost Dog taking all these power shots. Oh my god. I cannot speak today. As we are going to be having Fizz making this aggressive rotation, getting caught up by a few members here. Going to need to find some potions as the purifications or the suppression pulse will be coming out, but that will be the Murden falling before Lifebinder can connect. Marat a little bit low here as well, and that will be Decker Kane. Going to go ahead and take a nap on this point while the rest of the team will go ahead and soak some lanes. Urel's still in that bottom lane trying to get that side soak for the level 13 so that their team can evenly fight this, but meanwhile Water Elemental going to be utilized here just to push up into this top lane, and we can quickly talk about some 10 talents here. We do have that Lifebinder from the Alexstrasza. The Hanzo will be utilizing that Dragon Arrow. We have the Ardent Defender for the Urel, Wave of Force for the Li Ming, and Murden will be having that Avatar form for that little extra healing. And as we already went through, we actually have the Blessed Shield from the Joanna as well as the Water Elemental from the Jaina. Those are two things that they were holding for quite some time. But I really like the talent pickups here. A lot of good setup and a lot of good sustain too. We'll have to see if they're able to take this back at this time because all members are available. All members are alive. We do have the Artanis rotating a little bit slow. Zombie Chris is going to be trying to set up a ton here. Going to get locked down, absorbing so much of this damage. Meanwhile, though, take a nap while Decker Kane utilizes the Stay a while and listen. The ball lightning goes out. Retrofunk a little too far forward here, and that might be the death of the Cassie, and it will be. But the thing is, a lot of damage is currently coming out under so many of these members that are stacked up. Jane is getting a lot of value here. Zombie Chris is so low with no mana. They need to leave this point. Alexstrasza not in the best spot. Sean is going to be a dead dragon, and that will be Alexstrasza falling on top of Arik as well. Ghost Dunk making out with just under 1,000 health, and that will be the Triglav Protector in the top lane, picked up for the members of Adults with Jobs. And same thing, we can talk about the strategy of this. Typically what we see is, you can finish out the top lane. Sometimes we see teams work on mid lane a little bit, but definitely once again you see that rotation into bottom lane for the pressure and to be able to go ahead and get the well taken out there as well. I'm glad you're enjoying the little panic attack I had there, just like do we crash the game on the unpause? But so this will be, yeah, this is going to be mid lane cleared up as well. We're going to go ahead and confirm 16's a 3-level, actually 2-level difference between these two teams. They'll leave the well at this time. We're currently just going to be having this bottom lane fairly well defended by Zombie Chris, but unfortunately that will come to an end as the Striglov Protector is going to be doing a lot of siege damage. 12 minutes in this game, this thing is so strong. No swap out from Aegis Fist, or at least connecting. Currently going to be having this fort in bottom lane going to be pushed down and probably taken out by the Striglov Protector. Hanzo does have some damage buff out onto them as well, but the thing is, it's not going to be enough. That will be the fort going down. Swap going to be going out onto the Hanzo, and I don't think they have anything to get over the wall with, and that is the ball lightning out as well, connecting into so many of the members. Sean is a little bit low here. Ghost as well. They're going to need to step back and just take a breather for a second, while the Striglov at 57% is going to be doing more work. Now, there's only a couple seconds left on this thing, so they're trying to play this a little safe. They don't want to step too far forward with it. Ghost Dunk knows this is about to end. Maybe looking for that Storm Bolt onto one of the members here. Not going to be connecting as Randy trying to poke right back. Fate Mastermind. All right, and then we are currently going to have the Alex Strauza the Urel rotating into the top lane. Going to go ahead and get the clear onto this and work their way into those 16s. Now, the thing is, they know that I'm saying it twice. The Urel is by themselves, so they will try and grab the pick. But the thing is, she'll make this hard. They won't be able to sniff this out. And even then, they actually end up going for the support camp either way. So they'll have this item for the next objective, and I like this. You can see Myrmidon on the side here going ahead and getting that vision, as well as kind of anchoring for the friendly team, making sure that no one can invade, they don't stagger a death, any of that stuff, because they have an advantage here. They don't want to throw any of it behind them. And so at this point, it's just kind of pressing out the lanes, collecting items, not stepping too far forward. Maybe they look for a rotational pick between the lanes, but you can see the members of Modo Miracle are playing this extremely well. They're turtling up. Oh, I was saying they're turtling up, not looking for a fight, but the thing is they're looking for Randy at this time. Randy not leaving lane. Ghost Dunk going to be stepping forward. They are going to get the Stormbolt out. That is going to be Li Ming blowing up Jaina, and that is a Jaina. Oof. I don't know where this flower came from, but I think that's from Jaina. That's actually weird. I don't know who drops a flower on the map. I have never seen that before. Is that from Li Ming? Who left the... I've never seen that. Okay, either way, I'll maybe someone in Twitch chat knows, and I'm just potatoing. But we do currently have this siege into the mid lane now that they have a lot of damage going for them. But the thing is, the root will be going out from the Decker Cane. Ball Lightning is going to be going out from the Cassie as well. There is going to be the Life Binder. It will be connecting this time. Full health on Ghost Dunk as they make it out of here. They take a little bit of this mid lane down, but the thing is, I think they need to make a hard rotation to bottom, open this up for themselves here. They need to get that advantage that we often do see other teams take, and they're doing that now. Arik is going to be utilizing those conveyor belts just to get a little bit of a workout on their demon mount, as Marmaduke is going to step a little bit far forward here. They will get a bit of a root onto a couple of members. They're starting to try to work down this gate. They're looking for that fort as well as the well, and you can see them doing work on that well first. Meanwhile, though, we currently have everyone back and available. We have the Artanis rotating from the top lane. Going to be late for this fight, so this is going to be potentially a free fort in their favor. But the thing is, they're starting to turn this fight around as they currently have Ghost Dunk getting chased here. I do believe Hanzo utilized the arrow there. I don't think it connected onto anyone, or at least it stopped them for a split second. Still chasing them. They have a long rotation to make here, and I don't think they're going to continue it. Okay, so that is left behind by someone. I don't know what talent does that. Leaves a little flower on the ground. I've never seen that till today. Next objective, though, will be popping up in this bottom lane. Top lane, stacked up quite a bit. Artanis has gone ahead and grabbed this camp. It was actually already finished, so they're going to have that added pressure in the top lane. So the longer they delay this out, the better. They're going to go ahead and get the channel with the Decker Cane, who already starts to just throw out some of these potions, make sure that their area is prepped. And the thing is, it's 17 to 19 and a half. They'd only need a couple kills and a little bit more just to get to those 20s. They're currently going to be separated by this Urel, who's getting a lot of damage onto Randy here. No healer to be present, and then it's going to be the Goomba for the kill. But the thing is, the absorption will be enough to keep them alive. They're going to have that Divine Steed to just get right out of there, and that is a Jaina popped. And the thing is, you may be on the precipice of 20, but you don't have your Jaina, so that their burst is not available. They've got the Cassia, but it's not going to be enough at this time, so they will get the channels. Sean is going to go ahead and get that, and they rotate out. They'll go ahead and grab another item here, and Myrmidon actually has to grab this because no one else on the team can grab it. It's an Alex talent level 7. Okay. All right. A little bit of a chase in this bottom lane. Zombie Chris trying to set up for a kill here. Gonna get some healing, but the thing is there is no Ardent Defender available, and that will be the kill onto the Yrel, and that's not the time you want that. Now they start to step up and try and take this themselves. Arik is running away. Myrmidon utilizing the conveyor belt to speed themselves up and get this chase. Ghost Dunk trying to do their work for the team. Gonna get the Dwarf Toss right out of there just fine. Arik is gonna chase them a little bit here, but they'll be fine as well, and that isn't... It's transferred over. That's gonna be in favor for the members of Adults with Jobs. Rotation into the mid lane. They'll go ahead and just get the clear onto this, and oh, actually, never mind. No, they won't. A little bit of, you know, just spreading across the map. They need to catch up in their levels here. It's 18.5 to 20. They leave the Deckard Cane. They leave the Jaina. I think they're just going to put them into the Triglav Protector, or at least the Jaina is. Deckard Cane going to be coming down this bottom lane. I think they want to end off this Triglav, so they're already opening this up as best they can, so the Triglav takes the least amount of damage. Yrel will be up for this defense, though. Jaina will be able to bring the Triglav Protector up into the lane. It's been already stacked up, 18 to 20. The question is, can they end off of this? That is like the biggest question of the night. I'm waiting. Okay. Artanis is going to go ahead and jump in. We get the lockdown onto it as well, moving up as with the friendly team. Ghost Dunk trying to find a member in that backline, just trying to get some damage here. Zombie Chris going to be stepping out as well. The Punisher's going to turn, the Triglav is going to turn around. I think there was actually a stay a while and listen that came out there, but I think it was interrupted as well. There is going to be the Lifebinder coming out, and I think it's going to be enough. The Dragon is going to be popped as well on the Alex Straza. No one has died just yet. Avatar Farm going to be popped on Ghost Dunk. Zombie Chris need to get out of there, going to use that Divine Steed to make sure they get the extra movement speed to get out of here. But the thing is, this will be a bottom lane keep going over in favor for the members of Adults with Jobs, and I think they might try and end off of this as they are stepping up further. Sean does not have another Dragon form. They get a lot of damage going out onto Zombie Chris. That will be one kill, a second kill to follow, and at this point with this Triglav, they want to try and end off of this. Ghost Dunk so low, going to get smooshed as well, and with the Hanzo falling, only Li Ming available, they start to work on the core. The shielding goes down, and it looks like this is going to be game number 1 going over in favor for Adults with Jobs. Punisher or Triglav Protector going to be ending at this time, but that just means more damage will be coming out of it. GG, well played. Game number 1 going over to Adults with Jobs. Cool. So, really quickly to catch everyone up while we have some of these bans going to be going out. Coin Flip was won by the members of Adults with Jobs. They chose map picks, so they banned out Braxis Holdout. Dragonshire was then banned out by Modo Miracle. The first map was chosen by Adults with Jobs. That's Volskaya Foundry. Second map was chosen by Modo Miracle, which is game 2 here, and that is Infernal Shrines, giving first pick, first ban over to Adults with Jobs. Let's see what they start this out with. Dunkstick, I always support Bahamut with my heart and soul. Thank you so much, Dunkstick. How's your night going, my friend? Welcome. You're not going to Clash, right? You have you're in wedding season. You have to do 30 weddings or something. We won't see you till Dorm of next year. Unless they do an event earlier. Do an event earlier, Blizzard. I don't want to wait till Dorm to hang out with everyone after BlizzCon. But either way, let's go ahead and get ourselves into this. Diablo going to be banned out on the side of Modo Miracle, and Adults with Jobs going to be taking out that Phoenix. Phoenix extremely powerful on this map and has a lot of really good setup, as well as with the Diablo. But the other thing too is just the spread damage. Wait. Oh no. Wait, what, Dunkstick? Kerrigan though going to be banned out. Oh, what's the bandit bar? What's for the bandit bar? I was honestly, and all of that, all the bits that get donated, just gonna utilize them for something for bandit probably. Bald men, beards are OP. Thank you so much, Judge Dredd. Excuse me, Judge Bread. All right, this we had a Kerrigan ban coming out, and this is a map where we often see Kerrigan popping up, but we actually are Rel being taken away by the team that actually played it in the first game. Let's jam. Oh yes. Asmodan making its way through. GG, well played. That's it. Good games. No, just kidding. I gotta say, Asmodan, I think is a solid pickup here on Infernal Shrines. Bald men with beards sounds like a good team name. I need to find 4 other bald men with beards that can carry me that can carry my potato Asmodan. Also, just hopefully that my potato Asmodan doesn't get banned out every single game. Genji and Joanna going to be picked up on the side of Modo Miracle. Genji, high mobility, going to have a great burst onto some of these heroes, and then Joanna with the blinds as well as the Condemned to be able to pull some of these minions from the, or excuse me, some of these skeletal defenders together for some better wave clear. But that is going to be an Alexstrasza as well as an Anub'arak. The Anub'arak to go ahead and cocoon and shut down any sort of support. Genji, anything that's kind of diving a little too far forward. Yeah, no clash for you. I didn't think so. First wedding next weekend. That's what I thought. I thought so. I had thought that you were basically like you couldn't do clash, and yeah, basically dorms next time, unless I somehow end up in Arizona, which actually is a plausibility at some point, because they have great national parks, and it's not like the furthest drive on Earth. But either way, we'll get back into this game. We'll figure out Arizona at some other point. But we have a Rainer being banned out, and personally, I actually think they should ban out the Li Ming here. And Li Ming. One, it's a double reset composition potentially for the members of Modo Miracle. Oh, they take out the Decker Cane. Okay. The other reason I was thinking the Li Ming is because Disintegrate is considered the best way to counter Cocoon from the Anub'arak. I don't expect first pick Blaze. No. First pick Asmodan. Chaboy. I personally think that a double reset composition with the Li Ming and the Genji is really, really powerful. And then you can pick up a solid support, solo laner, and you're good. Rhaegar for the support. Chain Heal's going to be great. Dahaka for the solo lane. I love this start so far. Because the thing is, they don't know, if they have enough squishy targets to utilize a double reset composition. First pick Blaze. That's not Blaze. First pick Asmo. Lurix. Of course first pick Asmodan. How can you not first pick Asmodan? The juiciest of jams. Rayman going to be picked up as well into this composition, and then Blaze will be for the solo lane into that Dahaka. Hey, it wasn't in the first pick, but Rucktel, you'll be getting your Blaze regardless. I got what I wanted. I'm happy. There's an Asmodan game in my match tonight. Last night, I think I got to cast a Murky game. Yes, I got to cast a Murky game last night. We got an Asmodan game tonight. This is Basketball Jones. That's good. I still personally think it's the Li Ming. I really think they go for it. But they go Tychus.
It's about damn time.
Yeah. I was like, Tychus versus Malthael. Yo, Dunkstick.
So many bits for Bandit.
Yo, dude, thank you for the 1001 bits. That is... Yo, Dunkstick, thank you so much for the bits for Bandit. I need to figure out some way. I'll get him back on the stream at some point. Yo, Dunkstick, you kill me. Thank you so much. All right, let's get into this. I'm flabbergasted by this. All right, so you're so awesome. I can't thank you enough, my friend, dude. That's so awesome of you. So I was thinking Malthael, because you have last rights, you've got percentage-based damage. But the thing is, I think Tychus shreds into these a little bit better, and the last rights on Malthael wouldn't be utilized enough on the Alexstrasza or the Greymane. Bunker negates that completely. So you probably won't kill anyone with it. So grabbing the Tychus is probably a better way to shred through basically 3 high percentage-based or 3 high% heroes. Let's find out, though, if it will be enough for the members of Modo Miracle to take this game. We're going to be having Zombie Chris on the Dahaka. Sir Sean Sheep will be on the Rhaegar. Marad will be on the Tychus. Arik going to be on that... oh my god, the Genji. I was just like, it's not Hanzo, it's not Hanzo. And then we'll have Ghost Dunk rounding it out on the Joanna. On the right-hand side, we are going to be having the members of Adults with Jobs, with Retrofunk going to be on the Greymane. I Just Fizzed is going to be on that Blaze. Randy going to be on the Asmodunk. Nat's going to be on the Alexstrasza. And Mirmaduk going to be on the Anub'arak. That is going to be Adults with Jobs. Let's get into this game number 2 between these two teams. Zombie Chris already popping out into this mid lane saying, hey, what's up? I got vision. I'm just waiting the posturing. Gonna get the tongue onto the Blaze at this time. A lot of damage gonna be coming out. They will go ahead as well as and get the jet propulsion out. And actually, Asmodan going for the Gluttony at level 1. Interesting. It's going to allow them to have some extra time to go ahead and get some auto attacks off and kill some minions. It also, I believe it does extra damage to minions and mercenaries. So you will have that later game clear. My whole 2 cents, it's all Wrath, baby. It's all about that Wrath. All about those autos, all about that burst from Asmodean. Trust me, it's weird, but late game, you can do some dumb damage with Asmodean. But either way, we're going to be seeing rotations coming out. And the reason I really like Asmodean on this map, as well as just Asmodean in general, is one, this is a great map for that clear. Retrofunk trying to actually get that clear for them, but the Genji will be going ahead and confirming, and that will be first kill of the game, going over to the members of Modo Miracle, and Adults with Jobs are going to be losing their Nubrak as well. Asmodean just getting another one of those dunks out and just going to be working on those stacks, sitting at 28 stacks currently. Alex Strauss also going to be going for that abundance talent at level 1, so needing to capture, I believe, 20 regen globes. 25. I thought 25. I was like, no, it's not that. So going to be needing to rotate and grab these regen globes between the lanes, but at the same time, I do want to point out that these rotations between mid and bottom from the members of Modo Miracle have been extremely strong, and this is also their map of choice. So they do, this is their choice map, so they might have had this practice up a little bit more. They had a composition in mind, or at least just they feel comfortable here, and they know that they can have maybe a little bit more of a maybe a home field advantage, because this is maybe something, as I said, more practiced or just more comfortable. And honestly, Heroes of the Storm, there's a lot of it's a lot of mental game. There's a lot of comfortability, making sure that you're on heroes, on maps, playing into compositions that you can win into. And so at this point, continue to grab stacks for that Asmodean, sitting at 50, needing the 200 to get that little baseline bonus value, and then 400 is the cap for that. But the big thing here is getting those 200 before just reaching 10 as quickly as possible. That's your optimization. At this time, though, just gonna have rotations out from the members of Modo Miracle. Gonna pick up some of these camps. We have a pause coming out from Sir Sean Sheep. Go ahead and just pull so y'all can take the peek at that. We'll find out what's going on in just a second, because no one said anything just yet. There was just a pause, right? I don't want to hit anything besides tab. Okay, we have lag from one member. Oh, Ghost Dunk. All right, thank you so much. All right, let's get the countdown. 3, 2, 1, boop. All right, let's go ahead and get back into this, as we will be having solo lane continuing to be between these two members. We're just going to have the lag-free zombie Chris making sure that they can move around. And I just Fizz going to be pushing in a little bit here. Camp going to be grabbed on the left-hand side just before this objective pops in mid lane. Finally going to be having the mid lane camp can be cleared out. Alex Raza and Blaze actually rotating off to go ahead and get the clear into this to have pressure on top. These will be picked up almost simultaneously. They'll have to rotate out and go ahead and get the clear into that. But at this point, Shrine will be activatable. It is an Arcane Punisher to start this out. Now, first Punishers, not the strongest thing on the planet. We often see just the gates being taken down. But earlier in the matches we saw from the members of Miss My E, or Miss My E? Yeah, Miss My E and mistakes were made. First Punishers got forts. So at this point, we're just going to be seeing some members get a little bit of side soak here, get themselves prepped up, and just kind of stacking up this wave just so Asmodean can get a little bit more damage. Going to go ahead and have Retrofunk clear that wave with the Greymane, and at this point, 29 to 40. Looks like they just want to give this over, just continue to get those stacks to the Asmodean, and prepare themselves for this first Punisher. They've all been stepped behind the gate. They currently still have Blaze in that top lane, pushing into the Dahaka with this camp. Question is, do they punish this? No, they won't. They're going to go ahead and just continue to push in the mid lane. Blaze will back off a little bit just to make sure that they don't get rotated on, play this safe. Just tapping well as well. Bait goes over the wall onto Myrmidon. They actually take out the side wall. They're stepping up onto a couple of these members. The burn is going to be going out from a few of the members of Delta Jobs. They want to get this Immortal down as quickly as possible. And at this point, they get the well, they get the gate. This is going to be some dunks going out as well. Myrmidon a little bit low. The burrow will be going out as well, and they are going to be just fine, as it will be the first fort going down in favor. Actually, not even going down. Never mind. I thought that they were going to be taking that. Not going to be happening. They just rotate in the bottom lane because they need to get this bottom lane pushed out. Asmodean was throwing his lieutenants down there the entire time, so it did get a lot of value pushing that entire time. Meanwhile, mid lane's going to get cleared out, and we'll just check in on top as Zombie Chris is getting pushed in quite a bit by I Just Fizzed here. Not wanting to step up too far, but already taking out one gate. Now, the question is, will the next Punisher be in the top or the bottom? It can actually be in mid once again, but it's very low percent for that. And we actually have the Dahaka getting killed there. I Just Fizz is going to be stepping up, and it will also be in the bottom, as we can see on the minimap down here. This will be the next Punisher available for teams. I do believe popping up at the 6-minute mark. Rotation's just coming out. Camp's going to be picked up, and we're going to continue to stack up some of these talents. Just noting them really quickly, Dahaka on that baseline, or not baseline, that level 1 talent. We are going to be having 3 stacks on that. 148 on the Asmodan out of the 200 necessary for just that level 1 quest. 400 is the cap, and then Alexstrasza going to be sitting at 13 out of the 25 for that abundance at level 1. But I will say this, the Asmodan stacks are starting to go a little bit quicker because that is a lot more damage starting to come out because it is getting up there, as well as 10s. Once you get that Tide Pool at 10, that is a huge play for your team. Also going to be picking up that Art of Chaos at level 4, or excuse me, level 7. Going to get some extra stacks when hitting multiple enemies, as well as some mana return. Make sure that they can sustain through these fights with the dunks, as well as the All-Shaw burn. Blaze topping AWJ stats. I wouldn't be too surprised. Currently, though, top lane, Zombie Chris actually getting pushed in quite a bit here. The gate has already gone down. I Just Fizz doing a lot of work, but at the same time, Modo Miracle is doing some work in bottom lane. They want to open this up and prep themselves for a potential Punisher in their favor. That gate being down, that's big if they can grab this. 10's going to be achieved first as well, but they won't be too far behind on the side of Adults with Jobs, as they will be just... They need a couple waves here. Shouldn't be too big of a deal. And they're just playing it safe. Okay, this mid lane fort's going to be going down. I was just like, where is this rotation coming from? Dunk going to be going out as well, finishing those stacks at this time. Going to have that Tide Pool as well for that extra damage. We'll see how this is going to be working out, but that will be the mid lane fort going down in favor for the members of Modo Miracle. 10 to 10. A little bit of an experience advantage on the side of Modo Miracle. We'll see how Adults with Jobs can take this back. It's a little bit low here. We have I Just Fizzed and Zombie Chris actually battling it out in this top lane. I was waiting for a hot second. I was just like, nope, nothing new there. We're just gonna be poking each other. 10 talents for both teams though will be picked up. Nothing too out of the ordinary. Cocoon, as we noted on the Anubarak, we will have that Commandeer Odin from the Tychus. It's a really good sieging and anti-siege. Like it's really good for pressuring and also kind of poking into the enemy team, so I really like that grab there. Extra from the Genji just to kind of get that burst, and especially in the late game post 20 with the just the cooldown reduction will be huge. But a big brawl breaking out. Nat's gonna be popping the Dragon Form. The dunk will be going out. The Cocoon goes out onto the Shan Sheep, as they just wanted to deny the Ancestor healing that entire time. Dahaka actually popping the Isolation. Overall, this is going to be going over in favor for the members of Adults with Jobs for now, but they're going to step right back into this after tapping some of their wells. Ghost Dunk looking for a lot of damage here. Dunk's going to be coming out from Randy. They looking for some kills on I Just Fizz, but they will be dropping the bunker, keep them safe. The rest of the team will be jumping in for the extra armor. That will be the Lifebinder coming out onto I Just Fizz. There is also the extra, but the Hawk will be going down first. Shan Sheep will be the next one to go as well, and that will be a Punisher in favor for the members of Adults with Jobs, as Ghost Dunk is so low here. They're looking for the kill. Will there be the pop from? No, the Randy did not get enough in range from that protection status out. The dunk will not connect, but that is going to be a couple members pushing this bottom lane. Gonna get the dive onto Marad here. A lot of damage coming out from this Mortar Punisher. Gonna get some damage on the Marmaduke and just back off, and that will be bottom lane fort going down. They spread themselves across this map though. They've got mid stacked up. I was wondering if they'd push into this a little bit more. Not gonna be happening. They want to get value with their Punisher that's currently sitting at 62%. Ooh. At this point, we have a 60% Punisher. No, everyone's up and available. Dahaka's sitting in the top lane currently. We have the jump going out onto Marad. They go ahead and dunk over the wall. They're starting to burn this down as well, and they are looking for quite a bit of value from this Punisher. Still at 40%. Getting so much work done here. I Just Fizz going to go ahead and get that jet propulsion out. Not going to connect for any sort of kills. They just work on this gate. They're going to open this up a little bit more. 12 to 13 in levels. They back off. They're not going to be taking the keep. Going to go ahead and get a dunk out as well as a stun just for that dismount. Meanwhile, though, in top lane, Dahaka trying to do as much as possible to just get this soak evened up. They don't want to fall too far behind on levels. And that's the way to do it. It's currently sitting at just under a level difference between the two teams, but this Camp as well as Grayman going to be trying to poke onto that well. Not working out just yet, as Randy and friends may be making a rotation. Go ahead and pick on this Dahaka. Not showing in top lane still. Going to go ahead and rotate a couple into this bottom lane, and I like this. They're going to wait for Blaze to just go ahead and do this, and then Zombie Chris will go ahead and step a little too far forward. No. They're just going to go ahead and prep the top lane as best they can. They want to make sure that they have this ready for the next Punisher. It will be in that top lane. Retrofunk and Marmaduke Nat's going to be finishing out this bottom lane camp. That'll pressure down here for quite some time. They'll need to rotate down there and clear that out. Ghost Dunk actually going to have to pop the Iron Skin. They're a little worried about the stun. Any sort of follow-up damage. They don't really see where the Yasmin is. They only know that I just fizzed and a Nubrak were right there. But at this point, clearing out the top lane. Actually going to get a drag onto I just fizzed. Not going to be following up with a kill. Not in fort range. Not enough burst. But they're going to take this a little aggressive on the side of Modo Miracle. They'll steal away the siege camp. And Nubrak going to get the stun into them. Know that they're there. They just back right out of here. Bruiser camp will be picked up by the Grey Mane, and a few others will help that. And at this point, it's just safety rotations, grabbing some camps. They don't want to step too far forward. I will say this, I just fizzed, holding down this top lane so well, consistently pushing Zombie Chris into this, not even past their gate, which has been taken down, but just not even allowing them too far out of the lane. Just topping the stats on this Blaze. Absolutely insane from I just fizzed. We'll see, though, as we do have this camp being picked up by the members of Modo Miracle. Should be pushing to the top lane. Just as, yeah, I think as this one's crashing as well. But Zombie Chris will get the drag on this as well as the clear, and they'll just be able to clear this up before it really gets much value at all. Lane pressure, rotations, and just playing it safe. Looking for those 16s. And just blowing up minions. I get the real big thing is just making sure that Azunan can make the rotations and get the clears that they need. And that's really it. If you can continue to stack them up and make sure that they have those stacks early into the late game, that's a big advantage to have here. Especially because the amount of damage that you can blow up with them. Actually, we have a burrow coming out from Zombie Chris. They're looking for this huge flank. It's not going to be working out at all. I like the idea there, but they're actually going to be stepping up even further. That way, the Bless Shield coming out as well as the extract. The bunker comes down. Dunk going to be coming out from the Azmodan at this time. We will currently have Blaze using the Jet Propulsion to step up a little bit more. I just Fizz looking for some damage here. There will be the stun coming out from a Nubrak, the drag coming out from Zombie Chris, another dunk and a stagger, or just damage these other members down. They're starting to get whittled here, and that's the big thing. If they can whittle them down little by little and then press into them, that's the big play they can make. The one thing I want to note, Commandeer Odin and Ancestor Healing are still available for the members of Modo Miracle, as we do have Cocoon and Go for the Throat available for adults with jobs. 15 to 16 in levels. They're not going to be able to play into this too well without that talent tier. They could try and take this risky fight, but as I said, it's risky. I don't know if you really want to go for it. They're actually going to dive onto Zombie Chris here. Not going to get that Jet Propulsion stun that they're looking for, but this should be a Punisher in their favor. Going through top lane, they can honestly just dunk on this and stack off of it a little bit more. Meanwhile, though, in mid, they will go ahead and get this siege camp to pressure that. They have the clear from Arik in this bottom lane. Not the quickest, but the thing is, spreading yourself across this map and getting as much experience as possible is the best play. They're going to have to give over this top lane fort, as the Punisher will just kind of walk right through it. If anything, they'll just stack up minions into it, as Zombie Chris is continuing to just soak up that essence as well as deny this as long as possible, but that is going to be the fort falling. Meanwhile, though, in bottom, they had already grabbed the mid lane camp, which you can see I just Fizz is clearing out. Now they're going to grab this bottom lane camp, which will be also pushing down there. They get the hearts out. Blaze going to get the clear into mid, and this is going to be a 13-minute Punisher pushing into the top lane. Yo, Akuma, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome, everyone, to the second game between Modo American and also Jobs, as we have this Division A matchup. The Commandeer Odin is going to be popped at this time. Currently going to have the Punisher getting whittled down fairly quickly, not looking at that keep at all. They go ahead and start to just take out the sidewall and step up a little bit further. They have this Frozen Punisher getting a couple roots, a 3-member stun as it does leap out, but they set their sights on this keep. I don't think they're going to be getting it, especially with Commandeer Odin out at this time. It has just ended. Drag going out from the Dahaka, not going to connect. They're going to turn right around on this. The sound's going to be coming out as well. The Lightbinder will be there. They're not able to get the kill. Turning right around and getting that Jet Propulsion out. Zombie Chris and Shershawn Sheep are not looking too good. The cleanse comes out as well. Nat's going to pop that Dragon Form in that backline a little far back, but they want to step up further with this and just approach into this keep. A huge dunk going to be going out as well. Going to make sure that they're constantly dismount as well as weakening them slowly but surely here. as we have the Dragonite going to be working, or excuse me, Nats on this Dragon form going to be doing work. Dunks going out. They actually get the pick onto the Dahaka this time, but they can follow up with this. This will be huge for them as Sheershawn Sheep is not looking too good. That Rhaegar is trying to get out of there, and they're just chasing it. Marmaduke is going to go ahead and get the Web Wrap. Marad is in a really bad place as they lose their Tychus. Gojastunk is trying to slow them down. The Iron Skin is used as well. Currently have Sheershawn Sheep coming out of that cocoon, but the thing is, the members of Adulta Jobs, they're like, we want to end off of this. You have 2 dead. It is 15 minutes into the game. Dunk's going out, not connecting. We are going to have the bunker dropped as well. Everyone almost jumping in there. It will be burned down at this time. They actually need to leave. They get 5% off the core. I just Fizz doing a bunch of damage at this time, but it doesn't look like they're going to be ending the game just yet. No more staggered deaths, as well as the fact that Dahak will be up in 3 seconds. The Tychus will be up in 10. The thing is, though, next Punisher will be mid. They have consistent catapult pressure into the top lane now. They'll also grab this camp. While they know that that one member is still down, they can burn this down fairly quickly. Ark is going to scout this out with some Shuriken. Dunk's going out from Azmodan as well, sitting at that 400 stack mark, so not looking to stack anymore, just literally just putting out pure damage just to poke into these members, and they want to look for mid lane for it, but actually they want to go for Sheershawn Sheep as they are getting a ton of damage out at the start of this, living through it. No kills just yet. The Ancestral Healer will connect on to the Tychus. Marad is going to live through this. Fort will be going down. They get the drag onto the Greymane, and that will be a dead Worgen. As the Web Wrap goes out into the Genji, they want to deny that damage, but they also need to leave this lane. That death onto the Greymane is huge for them, but the thing is, they've got consistent pressure in top lane from that camp, so they're going to need to kind of stagger this out for a second. They'll go ahead and try and steal this away, 17 to 19. Greymane going to be up in 40 seconds here. We have the top lane still pressuring. They want to take a fight and stagger a death, but unfortunately this rotation is going to be a little bit too late. Dahaka making the burrow, but as I said, it's a little bit too late. They'll get the clear into the camp. East Zombie Chris looking for the chase onto this. Oh, they have the speed for it. The tongue drag will go out. The Anubrak is going to go ahead and get the stun. They don't have one of their members just yet. The X-Strike will be there. Lifebinder will be connecting onto Randy. They get the dunk out as well. That is going to keep them alive for now, but Randy not in the best place. The bunker comes out, but they won't be able to jump into it, and that is a staggered death that they did not want on the side of Adults with Jobs, and that's exactly what they're looking for. Zombie Chris going to go ahead and get another tongue drag. Blaze going to be stepping up with that jet propulsion. No follow-up kills. Greymane going to be back in a second here. Shrine going to be activating. This will be a Arcane Punisher. Mid lane is actually pushing up quite a bit as well. And I gotta say, this late game is getting real nerve-wracking. And so the other thing to note too is that Azmodan had taken Total Annihilation. Oh boy, it's Pride at 20. Total Annihilation. Okay, yeah, no, I had it right. It'll be doing 5% damage to. It's basically Giant Killer on your dunk, and so 5% damage on top of the 400 stacks. And then look for them to probably get Pride at level 20. To go ahead and have the extra damage from that, and that will be Pride as well. After gaining, you get more damage. So just damage on damage on damage on damage. We'll be seeing these dunks doing quite a bit here. As 18 to 20, they get the Punisher here that will be pushing into the mid lane. This is 17 minutes into the game. This thing is starting to beat down very hard, but the thing is, Azmodan continuing to put lieutenants in this bottom lane, gonna go ahead and pressure this bottom lane keep, and actually they need to send someone to go deal with this fairly quickly. Zombie Chris needs to deal with that as well as the top lane, but this Punisher in mid lane, 4 members, and that they're already poking at the sidewall. They want to just rotate right through this. Once that jump goes out, Fizz is going to go ahead and take that damage. Dunk going to go out as well. They're looking for some damage onto Ghost Dunk here. Iron Skin will be popped. Lifebinder going to be actually going out, but it is actually canceled by the bunker. The panic bunker is actually going to be not utilized too well here. The jump goes out and it actually staggers. Fizz is trying to get out, but it's not going to be happening as Genji will be confirming that kill, and that death is not what they want here, as they do have pressure going into that top lane as the dunk goes out onto Sheershawn Sheep as well as Ghost Dunk. Oh my god, Genji getting out with just under 300 health. But here's the thing, Dahaka had to go back. Catapult's doing some work as well as this Shaman. They have some top lane pressure that they cannot deal with. They save their mid lane fort, the mid lane keep on the side of Adults with Jobs. And I gotta say, these Infernal Shrine matches tonight have been popping off. They have been anything but just, oh, this team is just snowballing it, or oh, this team is just going to take it, or the back and forth between the two teams has been awesome to watch. Mimurduck is going to go ahead and scout this out for the team, as been just pressuring up the lane a little bit more. Just going to save the cooldowns to make sure that they're just getting those dunks out, as well as the Tide Pool onto the enemy team, just whittling them down a little bit more, making sure that they need to heal up consistently, burn the cooldowns on those heals. That's the big thing here. Meanwhile, though, in top lane, Zombie Chris will go ahead and get the clear onto this, making sure that catapult pressure will not be consistently bothering them. Have these dunks just going out and pressuring these lanes consistently. Just be able to clear the wave that quickly is a huge asset for the members of Adults with Jobs. Meanwhile, though, few members from... Oh. I love that they're utilizing that as just scouting at this point. They're just consistently tossing these out and just like scouted it, and just I love it. They're also, as I said, they're whittling them down slowly but surely. That means that Rhaegar needs to burn through mana. They consistently need to utilize that cooldown, and I like the plays that they're doing so far. And also, it's just, you know, I'm an Asmodan fan, so of course I'm trying to stay as impartial as possible. But yo, it's my favorite character. All right, but let's go ahead and get into this as we have a little bit of a skirmish between these two. Still kind of just poking at each other. Zombie Chris looking for the tongue, not going to be connecting. It's going to actually go onto one of Anubrek's beetles. They get it. They get the burrow out, and it's 20-20 at this time. Joanna going to have that indestructible, which is going to be huge for them. That little extra sustain through there. They also have the storm shield from the Rhaegar for the friendly team. The big red button from that Tychus. That'll be a nice added damage as we have some... Are they going to go for the camp? They're continuing to poke out on this. Yeah, they're going for it. They go ahead and steal it right away. Strong play. They're going to continue to just throw these dunks out. Meanwhile, though, top lane stacking up quite a bit. This is something that we really need to note here, is that this is a lot of pressure that they need to worry about here. Meanwhile, it's as I'm saying, like, they're continuing to pressure these lanes out so far, and to be honest, Adults with Jobs, like, they're playing these lanes extremely far forward, and it's not like it's a little worrisome to me, because I'm just like, it's just this is a really high level of coordination. These teams are communicating very, very well, that they're able to do this kind of stuff and just rotate beyond the midway point, which is, I'd say at this point, a little risky. They have a really close retreat path on the side of Modo Miracle, but they're just denying them any sort of step up. They're just consistently berating them with, or excuse me, bombarding them, if you will, with all of these. The essence has to be popped there. That's not good. Meanwhile, though, Brushstalker should be available. They'll just go ahead and start this bottom lane Punisher. 21 minutes into this game. This is a very late game Punisher, and it is going to be very strong. It's also a frozen Punisher, so a lot of good setup too. Currently going to have some pressure in the top lane. Dahaka had burrowed down. Brushstalker is off cooldown at this point, so they're going to need to clear that out quickly or something. Shaman Camp is going to get a lot of value here. They're looking to get this Punisher, but it's so far going over very much in favor for the members of Adults with Jobs. Fizz going to step up. Another dunk going to be coming out from Randy at this point, making sure that they're getting a lot of these skeletal defenders. The Ancestral Healing will connect onto Zombie Crest. They are going to be popping the Odin at this time. They'll have the big red button. The Cocoon goes out on the Shearshawn Sheep, but that will be a dunk going out, not connecting. Dunkstick so low, actually, I think has to utilize the Indestructible there, and it looks like the Punisher chooses Dunkstick and jumps on them. That is going to be a Joanna falling at this time. Shearshawn Sheep will be getting hit by the dunk from Asmodan, and that is going to be a lot of damage coming out from these catapults, as well as that Shaman Camp taking that core down to 42%. Dunk going out as well, just making sure they take more damage off that core, burn through this keep, and I think this is going to be the second game going over to Adults with Jobs. They are going to pressure onto this keep, onto this core. Punisher going to jump onto the Genji, but that is going to be the GG's called out. Game number 2 going over to Adults with Jobs. GG. Well played.